Hello, welcome to this Hatha Yoga class. I would like to go through some basic yoga postures with you today. It's really important that I tell you, obviously I'm not here in person, or they're in person, to be able to guide you and keep an eye on you. So please do all of these poses very carefully. I will talk through alignment. Please make sure that you're trying to keep your alignment in place and that you take it easy. If anything feels in any way overstretched or uncomfortable, then please back out of the pose. And remember to be kind to yourself and kind to your body. So we're about to start. I'd like you to find a comfortable seated position. This can either be cross-legged or on your knees. It's quite nice to have a blanket handy to sit on your blanket. Just fold it up and sit up on the blanket, cross-legged. This will lengthen the spine and keep you in a nice straight and upright position. So we're going to take the hands palm down here. I think we could all do with some grounding at the moment. So we're going to place our palms face down on our knees, relaxing the shoulders, and then just gently, not too much, we don't want to pull the chin to the chest here, but we're just going to gently lower the chin, just trying to take out a little bit of that natural curve that we have in the back of the neck, so thereby creating a nice long and straight spine all the way up the body. Once we're here, I'm just going to slowly start to let go of our day a little bit, trying to bring our focus and our attention to the mat and then to our breath. And start by gently just watching our inhales come and our exhales go. Now we're going to start to just gently lengthen the breath and start to control our breathing a little bit. So we're going to take a nice deep inhale in through the nose. And then a nice long slow exhale, again if you can through the nose. And do a few more of these in your own time, keeping the focus on the breath if you can. Nice big inhale and exhale. Inhaling deeply. And then see if you can allow the body to just soften and relax as you exhale, letting go of any tension that you're holding anywhere. Again, inhaling through the nose. And exhale through the nose. Okay, last two big deep breaths now. Breathing in. And just exhale, letting everything go, letting the body relax. And last one, inhale. inhaling deeply. And exhale. Open the eyes. We're going to slowly start to wake up the shoulders a little bit here. So just rolling the shoulders backwards. And in the opposite direction. Okay, you can either stay sit on your blanket or you can take the blanket away now. Let's take mine away. Again, coming into a nice comfortable seated position. If sitting cross-legged is uncomfortable, you can always come onto your knees. Again, if this is uncomfortable, you can keep the blanket, place it over your feet, and again, just elevating yourself a little bit. Make sure that you're nice and comfortable in this seated position. Blocks or books can also be used to support the knees if needs be. Now we're just going to slowly start to wake up the spine. It's important that we move our spine every day in as many different directions as we can, keeping it nice and strong and healthy and hopefully working for us for a long time to come. So we're going to start by, I'm going to mirror, so when I lift my right hand and say left, it's just so that you can follow me on video. So we're going to start by lifting our left hand, taking a nice deep breath in. And then as you exhale, we're just going to stretch over. And we don't want to collapse into this. Yeah, we're not aiming to get to the floor. We're aiming to stretch out the side body here. So we're stretching up and over. Nice big stretch here. And as you exhale, we're going to come all the way back down. Repeating that on the opposite side. Nice big deep breath in. Right arm comes up. And as you exhale, stretching up and over. Nice long side body stretch here. Inhaling to come back and exhaling down. One more big deep breath in. So lift the left arm up. And exhale. Inhaling to come up. And exhale down. One more on the opposite side. Inhaling, right arm up. And exhale and stretch. Inhale to come up. And exhale down. Lovely. Just roll the shoulders. Taking both hands behind you. Fingers pointing towards the front edge of your mat. So fingers pointing forward. And place the palms down. And just push the head and neck up towards the ceiling, creating an arch in the back here. Inhale to come up, and then as you exhale, I'm just going to fold over, taking your hands in front of you, folding over the legs. Don't worry about how far you go. Stretching the arms out in front. And just see if you can take a nice deep breath in here. And then exhale and relax. See if your body will just go a little bit further here. Inhale, lifting the hands all the way back up. Taking a nice shrug of the shoulders. I'm going to come into a twist now. Taking a nice deep breath in. And as you exhale, left arm comes by right knee. And then your right arm is going to come behind you. Take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, looking over the right shoulder if you can. You want your fingertips in this pose, not flat on the floor. Trying to keep your shoulders nice and level here. Inhaling to come back up to center. And then exhale. Right hand comes by left knee. Again, onto the fingertips behind you. Take a nice deep breath in here. And exhale, seeing if you can twist and look over the left shoulder. One more big deep breath. And exhaling to come back up. Then do one more on each side. So big deep breath in, looking up at the ceiling. And exhale and twist. Again, left hand comes by right knee. Right arm is behind you on your fingertips. Big deep breath in. And exhale here, trying to relax in the pose. Inhaling to come up. And exhale to the opposite side. Inhaling up. And exhale down. Okay, we're going to take our feet together, coming into cobbler's pose now. So feet come together, taking hold of the toes if you can. If you don't want to do that, if you don't like feet, I know a few of my students don't, you can hold on to the ankles here. We're just going to walk up towards our feet if we can, keeping the back nice and straight. I'm going to start to butterfly the legs a little bit here. So I'm just bringing the legs up and down, working into the hips now. Don't forget to breathe. Inhale. As you exhale, I want you to take hold of your ankles, bringing your elbows onto the fleshy parts on the inside of the knee, so not right on the knee. And very gently, we're just going to push the knees down towards the floor. Don't worry about how far down they go. Some of you may be very flexible, some of you may not, and that is fine. Remember to make sure this should never ever hurt. You want to feel a nice stretch. If anything feels like you're overstretching it, just back out. Yoga is not about pushing the body, it's about being kind to the body, being kind to yourself. Lovely. Inhaling to come up. Just give your knees a little bit of a bounce again. And bringing both knees in together. Give your legs a little bit of a rub. We're just going to, one by one, just start to wake up the ankles just a little bit. So we're going to rotate our ankles here, and then the opposite direction. And the knee on. So again, just warming up all of the muscles before we start to really move them. Real easy. Then we're doing some work on our wrists as well. So we're going to wake up the wrists a little bit. Taking both hands together now, so clasping the fingers together. I'm just going to start to rotate the wrist here. So I'm just rocking around from side to side. And then the opposite direction. Lovely, give them a little shake. And then we're just going to tap each finger one by one. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Taking your left hand out in front of you. Again, I know I'm using my right, but this is so that you and I can work together. And just take a nice stretch. Be really careful here. It's a really strong stretch for the whole of the forearm and the rest here. So take it nice and gentle. And exhale, give it a little bit of a shake out. And then we're going to go to the other side. So again, using your left hand now, right hand now. There we go. Inhaling. And exhale. Give it a little bit of a shake. Okay, so just a little bit of work on the shoulders now. And take a nice deep breath in. Bringing the arms all the way out. Looking up. And as you exhale, we're going to take the left arm over the right. Give yourself a little bit of a cuddle here. So nice stretch for the upper back here. Inhaling to open. Looking up at the ceiling if you can. Careful not to drop the neck back. Nice stretch here. Exhale this time. Right arm comes over left. Giving yourself a nice cuddle here. Options now to stay here in this position or to come out, and we're going to go into eagle arms. So So we're going to inhale, arms come wide. Exhale, taking the left arm over the right. If this feels comfortable, you want to go a little bit further, bringing the arms up together. See if you can take them round and twist with the hands joined. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale to open. Exhale, right arm comes over left. Give yourself a cuddle. Remember, you can stay here if this is enough of a stretch for you today. Otherwise, on your next inhale, bringing the arms up and round. If you can clasp the hands together, great. Don't worry if you can't. Just take it easy. Remember to be kind and to do what feels right for your body. Inhale. And exhale. Open up. Give them a big shrug. Shake everything loose. Now we're going to come onto all fours. So again, waking up the wrists a little bit here. We're going to come into a position called cat-cow. So for cat-cow, we want to come onto all fours. Backs of our feet are flat on the ground. You want the hips over the knees and the elbow and shoulders over the wrists. Slightly claw-like your fingers here, so your hands aren't completely flat. To help protect the wrist, you want to put the tips of the fingers into the mat and then push the whole, like the bony part of the palm of your hand into your mat here. So we're going to come into a nice flat back to start, and then as you inhale, we're going to drop the spine. So we're going to drop, tailbone comes up, belly comes towards the floor, shoulders back, and we're going to inhale and look forward. And then as we exhale, go to curl the spine all the way up. So again, starting from the tailbone here, pushing the back of the spine all the way up to the ceiling. Pulling the navel in, so pulling the belly button in towards the spine as well here. And then this time head comes in, chin towards the chest. Taking a nice deep breath in here. Inhaling, belly drops. Head comes up. Exhale, tucking the tailbone here, pushing the spine up towards the ceiling. One more, inhaling to come up. And exhale, curling the spine. Lovely. From here we're going to come into child's pose. The toes come together, taking your knees as wide as the mat, if that feels comfortable. You take the bottom back towards the heels, stretching out the arms. Forehead comes towards the ground. This is quite an active child's pose. There's another option here. You can bring the knees together. Again, bottom comes down to heels. Arms come behind you. And the head comes down towards the floor. So know that at any point, if you're ever doing anything through yoga and it feels a little bit too much, then you can come into either one of those child's poses and just relax. So coming up from child's pose now, we're going to come into all fours, tucking our toes and coming into a downward facing dog. So knees can stay bent here, and that might feel enough from the back of the legs today. Or we can take the heels down towards the floor. Don't worry, they won't reach the floor. That's fine, it doesn't matter if they're up here. You want to have your hands nice and spread, fingers spread nice and wide, and your head in between your arms here. And taking a nice deep breath in. And then exhale, coming all the way back down to your knees and back into child's pose. So we're going to do that again. Taking a nice deep breath in, coming back onto all fours. Tucking your toes under. And inhale, pushing all the way back up into your down dog. Nice big deep breath in here. And this time as we exhale, we're going to try and walk all the way up the mat. Come up onto your fingertips if you need to. And take a nice gentle walk up to the top of the mat. And just fold here into Uttanasana, forward fold. Bending the knees here if needs be as well. Remember, it's always important to be kind to the body here. We don't want to overstretch anything. We don't want to hurt anything. In time, your muscles will strengthen and stretch for you. So just allow yourself to relax into these poses. Should never push or strain anything into them. Nice big deep bend in the knees here, and take a nice deep breath in. Big stretch towards the ceiling, and exhale coming into prayer position. Okay, so we're going to do our Surya Namaskara now, our sun salutation. We're going to take it nice and slow. It's very basic, but it is linking the poses. It's a bit more of a flow. So we shall take it nice and slowly. We do one side and then the other. And when you're ready, we shall get started. So again, take in both feet parallel. You want your toes pointing towards the end of the mat. Standing nice and tall. Tucking the spine a little bit here. So again, tucking the tailbone, keeping the spine nice and strong, nice and relaxed. Shoulders are down, head looks forward. Inhale, arms come up. And exhale, bending the knees. We can fold all the way down. Deep breath here. Inhale. And exhale. Sometimes you inhale, hands come to the thighs or the shins, and you're aiming for a nice flat back here. As you inhale, pushing out through the thighs, keeping the back nice and long. And exhale and fold. Bending those knees, we're going to inhale, come all the way back up. And exhale, palms together. Okay, now we're ready to start moving. Inhaling, coming up. Exhale, bend the knees, folding forward. Don't worry how far down you get. Inhale, hands to calves or thighs, nice flat back. Exhale and fold. Inhaling, your right leg is coming back into a low lunge, looking forward. You can drop the knee here if you need to. It's a very strong pose. If you can keep it off the floor, please do. Make sure knee is over ankle here. Inhaling. As you exhale, we're going to drop the knee down. We're going to bring the other leg back into half plank. So here we're in half plank pose. So options to come into full plank, but it's very, very strong. So you can stay here or you can come down. Taking a nice deep breath in. As you exhale, we're just going to roll forward. So you want to try and get your forehead, nose, chin, chest and tummy onto the floor. Then hands stay right by your shoulders here. Coming up into Cobra pose. Inhaling, coming up. Take it nice and gentle, very strong back bend here. Exhale down. 2 more like that. Nice big deep breath in as you come up. And exhale down. Inhaling up. And exhale down. Inhaling, pushing back onto your knees. Tucking the toes and exhale coming into your down dog. Take a second here. Nice big deep breath in. And exhale. Inhaling to bring your right foot up. Help it if you need to. Just walk it all the way up to the top of the mat. You want your right foot and both hands to be level here. Again, coming into that lunge. Option here to drop the knee, if that feels better. Very strong stretch, especially if you're new to yoga, so take it nice and gentle. Inhale, tucking the toes, stepping all the way up, and exhale and fold. Again, remember you can bend the knees here, yeah? Be nice to the body. Inhale, coming all the way back up. Palms come together. Exhale. Ready to go on the other side. Nice big deep breath in. Exhale and fold. Inhale to your flat back. Exhale and fold. Taking a deep breath in. This time the left foot comes back. Looking forward. Remember you can drop the knee here if you need to. If it feels okay, come up on the toes. Nice strong stretch. Also try not to you don't want any weight on your legs here, yeah? You're trying to support your body. It's building strength in the core here, so come up onto your fingertips if you need to and support the body, holding nice and strong here. Inhale, bringing it all the way back into your plank or half plank, whatever feels right. Again, pushing the hands into the mat here, creating lots of strength in the body. And then when you're ready, knees come down, and forehead, nose, chin, chest and tummy. Relaxing the shoulders, inhale into your cobra. Exhale and down. Inhale, cobra. And exhale down. Inhaling. Exhale, pushing all the way back up into your down dog. Take a nice deep breath in here. Then inhaling again, just stepping the left foot up. You want your knee over your ankle here, coming into our low lunge again. On the other side, remember you can drop that knee. And then inhale. And again, just stepping, taking your time all the way up to the top of your mat. Bringing your feet a little closer together now if you can. Inhale and fold. And if you can, get the hands behind the back of the legs. You can pull the body all the way down. You're pushing the head towards the floor here as well. So we're not aiming for our head to be at our knees. We're aiming for our chin to be at our shin. Now I know not many of you will be here, and that's completely fine. But the idea is that we're not curling into this. We are lengthening and stretching. Bending those knees. Inhaling. Palms come together. Exhale into prayer position. Lovely. Well done. So we're going to do our warrior and triangle sequence now. So we're going to take a nice big deep breath in. Exhaling, we're going to take the left leg back. So once we get back here, we have options for the foot. So the right leg, the foot is going to, you want your toes pointing to the end of the mat. The left foot that we've taken back, the options are to have the foot either parallel with the back edge of the mat, or you can just turn the foot in slightly, whatever feels more comfortable for you. You can widen the stance here. The closer the legs are together, or the feet sort of are in parallel, the more difficult this will be. Ideally you want to have your heels sort of in line with the centre of this back foot. But if you're finding that difficult to balance, you can just take the leg out a little bit, giving you a little bit more space so that it's in line with the heel. What we don't want here is for this leg to be here, because then you're completely out of alignment and you'll be really wobbly. So you're either bringing the heel in line with the arch of the foot, or in line with the back of the heel for the left leg. second here to check that your legs are in the right position. Once you bend your knee, you want your knee to be over your ankle here. So you might want to move. It might be that that's as far as you can go with the legs. Then just bring that foot back in a little bit. Okay? It's important, excuse me, that we keep the knee over the ankle, not coming up onto the side of our foot either way. You can create a lot of damage for the knee here. So you want to make sure that the foot is flat on the floor and that the knee is over the ankle. Nice deep breath in. Hips are pointing to me, so the hips are nice and straight here. Take a nice deep breath in. And then as you exhale, we're bringing both arms down to shoulder height. That might feel a little bit much for you. If it does, we can take the hands to the hips. And if we can, we're going to keep them nice and long here. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale, bending that front knee. And take a nice deep breath in here. You want to keep the body nice and straight. Looking down through the arm, through the center finger, and into the distance. Inhale. Exhale. And then inhale to come up. Okay, so swapping the feet over, taking the right foot so that it is parallel with the edge of your mat. And the left foot so that the toes are pointing to the edge of the mat as well. Inhaling to come up. Shoulder height. And exhale, bending that left leg. Take a second here. Big deep breath in. And exhale. Lovely. Inhale to come up. And now we're going to bring our right leg back out. Again, nice deep breath in. Exhale, bending that right leg. Take a nice deep breath in here. Remember, it's quite strong on the shoulders. If it's too much, bring the hands to the hips here. Stay nice and straight. We're here for 3 breaths. Take a nice deep breath in. And last one. And exhale, coming into your straight leg. So I'm coming into a pose called triangle pose now. So again, we're going to take our hands out, shoulder length. We're going to bump the hips back slightly. So coming back towards the right, and then imagine someone's pulling your fingers over your right foot. So hips go back towards the left, sorry. Imagine someone's pulling your fingers over your right foot. And then we're going to come into a twist, so triangle pose. And it's a great pose, really, really strong though, so take it easy. Don't worry about where your hand is. You want to try and keep that alignment, keep the body nice and straight. We do not want to be leaning forward here. Okay, so it's not about getting the hand to the floor and the body being nice and, or being flat out. You want the body to be nice and long here. It's a side stretch, okay? Big deep breath in. Exhale, softening that knee, coming all the way up. Exhale and fold. So bringing the right foot parallel and the left foot with toes pointing out. We're going to move into that on the other side. So again, take a second to set yourself up. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, arms at shoulder height. Lovely, take a big deep breath in here. And then exhale, bending that front knee. We're here for 3 breaths. Big inhale. And exhale, relaxing the shoulders here. Well done. Inhale. And exhale. Inhaling. And then exhale, inhale to come up. Okay, so you want nice straight leg here. Again, hips come out to the right just slightly. Imagine someone's pulling your hand over. Then inhale. And exhale and twist, almost like a wimble. Nice big big, strong pose here. Triangle pose is one of yoga's greatest poses. It tones and strengthens almost every muscle in your body. But it is very strong, so take it really easy. So options here with the neck, you can look up. If you have any troubles with your neck, as I do, I don't like to look up, you can just look downwards. That can help with balance as well. It's quite a strong balancing pose. Bending that front knee to come up. Inhale. You're going to bring both feet, toes pointing forward. And we're coming into a wide-legged forward fold here. So again, take it nice and gentle. This is very, very strong for the backs of the legs, and also quite strong if you have any back problems. Just make sure you bend those knees. Take it really easy. Inhaling, coming up. And exhale, and fold all the way down to the centre. If the hands can reach the floor, then that's great. Exhale. Push in again like you do in forward fold. We're not curling the back here. We want to try and lengthen the back. So we're pushing the base of the head down towards the floor. Nice strong stretch here, so take it very, very easy. Inhaling, bending those knees. You can walk the feet in a little bit if it's tricky. Inhale to come up. And exhale, palms together. So we're going to come into a pose now called Goddess Pose. It's very, very strong. You want to take the toes pointing out just slightly. So sort of 45-degree angle on the feet here. And we're going to come into a squat. So we're going to inhale. And exhale, bending the knees. Coming down again, making sure that the knees are over the ankle here and you're not sort of coming forward, putting too much pressure on the knees here. So it's very strong, take it nice and easy. Options to stay here, or we can bring the palms up, inhaling, and exhale, open up. If the legs are shaking, they're strong, they will support you. Inhale to come up. Lovely, well done. Again, both toes point forward, bending your knees, and exhale and come down. Big deep breath in here. And all the way up, walking the feet all the way back in together. Give your legs a shake. And well done. So coming down now, we're going to come into our seated position. So once we're down here, taking both feet in front, we want toes pointing towards the ceiling. So a very, very strong pose here. Putting both hands behind you, push up. This is one of those poses in yoga that looks really easy, but you want to tense and tighten all of the muscles. It's a very, very strong pose. Take a nice big deep breath in here. And then as you exhale, we're coming into a back stretch. So we're going to bend the knees and fold over our legs. Remember, this is not a hamstring stretch, this is a back stretch. So folding over the legs rather than stretching the back of the legs. Allowing the back to open up. Inhaling to come up. Exhale, palms together. Okay, so we're going to take, again, I'm going to use the opposite leg so that we can work together. So we're going to take the right leg nice and straight, bringing the left knee in here. Take a second, sit up nice and tall. Take a big deep breath in. And we're going to cross the leg over. So you want your foot now, the sole of your foot nice and flat on the floor. It can be anywhere. If it's down here, that's fine. You want to try and bring it up as close to you as you can. Sitting nice and straight here, making sure that both sit bones are on the floor. That's really important. If you're up like this, just bring that leg further down until you can stay flat. If you can't do that, then bring your foot on the inside rather than the outside of the leg. Then take a nice deep breath in here, lifting up the left arm. So we exhale, we're going to bring it behind us Then we're going to inhale. Right arm comes up and exhale. Give yourself a little bit of a cuddle. Then this really strong pose here. So a nice twist. Take it nice and easy. Inhaling to come up. Both arms up. And exhale, we're just going to take that to the other side. Inhaling and back to centre. Well done. We're going to swap the legs over now. So this time left leg is flat, bringing in the right knee. Take a nice deep breath here, set yourself up. As you exhale, taking the foot across the body. Remember, both sit bones need to be nice and flat to the floor. Inhaling, right arm comes up. Exhale, over. Inhaling, left arm comes up. And then as you exhale, give yourself a nice cuddle. So you take your hands around the legs here and twist. Relaxing the legs. Nice big deep breath in. Exhaling both arms up. And exhale to the opposite side. Big deep breath in here. And exhale down. Taking both legs out in front of you. Give them a little bit of a shake. Now we're coming into, I'm going to take the right leg, a little bit of an angle. Left foot pushes in to your right leg. Get confused with my left and right now. Toes pointing up. I'm going to take a nice big deep breath in. And exhale, we're aiming for, again, chin to chin. So we're not going forehead to knee here. We're taking a nice long stretch in the back here. Don't worry if you can't take hold of the foot, you can take hold of the calf, that's fine. Inhaling up. And exhale. Hands to prayer. Going to the other side now. So this time, left leg is nice and straight. Toes pointing up towards the ceiling. Inhale, left leg comes in. Or right leg, sorry, comes in. Take a nice deep breath in. And exhale and stretch. Inhaling up. And exhale. Come back to centre. Okay, so we're coming into our supine exercises now, or asana. We're going to lie down, coming down onto our back. Take a second here to allow everything to just settle. Bending the knees, soles of the feet nice and flat on the floor. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. Letting it all go. Sometimes you inhale, which bring both knees into the body. Give yourself a little bit of a rock from side to side. Lovely, well done. Exhale down. We're going to come into a bridge pose now. So you want your feet about hip width apart, soles of the feet flat to the floor. It's really important in this position, once you start coming up, that you do not move the neck here. This is really strong. You're putting a lot of pressure and a lot of weight on your shoulders here, so take it really, really easy. Once we're here, you want to aim for fingers to touch the heel. Don't worry if they can't, if they're not quite there. As I said again, I cannot stress how important it is that you do not turn your neck once you're in bridge pose. So you're going to take a nice deep breath in. You're going to curl the spine all the way from the bottom up. So you come onto your shoulders, pushing the hands into the mat to give you stability. And keeping the focus, the eyes the head, neck, looking up at all times. And as you exhale, we're going to curl down, trying to come down from the top to the bottom with control. And then the spine, eventually the whole back rests on the floor. Okay, we're going to do that one more time. Again, taking it easy. Once you start to curl that spine up, do not move the neck. Keeping the head faced upwards. Nice big deep breath in. Inhaling, curling the spine. Pushing all the way up. Big deep breath in here. Exhale. One more big deep breath in. And then this time as you exhale, lowering the spine. Trying to come down one vertebrae at a time if you can. Eventually the whole of the back is on the floor. Take a second to allow everything to settle. Then this time we're going to inhale your left leg in, right leg goes straight. Pulling the knee in towards the chest. This lovely relaxing pose here. And take hold of the foot if you can and pull the knee down towards the floor. So you're kind of pulling the knee down towards the left armpit here. So this is half happy baby. Not the most graceful of poses, but very, very good for you, very good for your hips. Inhaling, bringing the knee back into the centre of the body. I'm going to try and straighten the leg. Don't worry, if this is as straight as you can get, that's perfectly fine. If you can, then take hold of the back of the leg. Pull towards you. Strong, strong stretch here. Exhale, coming back. I'm bringing this leg out to the side now. So we're aiming for a nice straight leg. So again, don't worry, if this is all you can manage today, that is fine. This is a very strong pose. If you can, you want to straighten that leg out. And open up. Again, keeping the body nice and flat on the floor. We're not coming up into here. It's not about getting the foot to the floor. Keep the hips nice and level on the floor. This is as far as you can go, and that's perfectly fine. Nice stretch. Inhale, coming back, centre, bending the knee. This time we're going to cross the body. So left knee comes across the body. Both arms come open. Again, it's not about getting the knee on the floor and being in this position. And keep the shoulders flat to the floor here. If the knee is up here, then that is perfectly fine. And we're aiming for a nice twist in the body here. Open up. Inhale to centre. Bringing both knees in. Take a second here. Exhale, this time the left leg goes down. Pulling the right knee in. Inhaling, taking hold of the right foot, pulling the knee down towards the armpit. Inhale, and straighten that leg out. Again, don't worry if it's not straight. You might find that one side is more flexible than the other. You might have the right side might be a little bit better, or maybe not as flexible. Inhale again, taking hold of the ankle, foot, toe if you can, and exhale and come down. Again, this is a super, super strong stretch here. So if you want to take anything to place under the leg, you can. It might be nice if you have a block or some cushions and you can just try and rest in this position. Inhale, bring it all the way up. Over across the body, Again, trying to keep the shoulders flat to the floor here. And that knee bent. Just try and relax in the toes. And then coming back to centre. Again, bringing the knees in. Allow the feet to fall towards the floor. Pushing the lower back into the floor here. And we're going to exhale everything to the ground. Palms are faced up. Might be nice to, if you have socks or a jumper or a blanket, cover yourself up here. Taking a nice big deep breath in through the nose. And just let it all out through the mouth. One more big deep breath in through your nose. And exhale through the mouth, allowing the body to soften into the mat. Allowing the ground to support you. Letting go of any thoughts that may arise. Letting go of the day. And take in this time, these next few moments. Just allow your body and mind to completely let go. Enjoy the silence. And relax. Thank you for joining me. Enjoy your relaxation. Namaste.